Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Blades of Avernum. Last episode, we finally dealt with the spirits that were trapped here in this mine and set them free upon the world. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't backfire on us. Anyway, now the time has come to finally take the teleporter and see where the hell we're going to go. Let's get out of here. A teleporter glows brightly here. You have no idea where it will take you, but it may be your only escape from this place. Enter the portal. You step into the teleporter and find yourself back in the resistance cave. The teleporter in the mine must have locked onto this one and sent you back here. You look around and notice a lot of rock has fallen from the ceiling. Some major event, like a large explosion or an earthquake, must have occurred while you were away. The teleporter is very weak now. You're not sure if this was caused by you using it or the event that followed. Either way, it cannot take you anymore. The body of the traitor is still here. You give it a nice firm kick for good measure. Alright, I guess now we'll find out what happened to the remainder of the resistance. You must be getting closer to the center of whatever occurred. The cave-in was far more intense in this area. You struggle to make your way over the dense rubble from overhead. You enter the Resistance Temple and you see the battered body of Avernum pressed against the altar. She appears to have been crushed by some violent force. Her fur is heavily singed as if by some fiery explosion. It is remarkable that she is still alive. A light aura surrounds her. You guess that her protective magic has been preserving her life, but she is in very rough shape. She probably will not last much longer. She turns and glares at you with an off-center stare. It takes her a while to comprehend the situation. You are supposed to be killed. We found this bracelet with your rune on it. Know anything about it? My bracelet? Where? You tell her where you got it. She looks down. Lost it there so long ago. May I hold it? You grant her request. So many memories stolen. She paws the bracelet affectionately. Her eyes look as if she discovered some forgotten past, some dark hidden truth. You see her shed a tear as she murmurs, Suvar. She drops the bracelet as her body slumps to the ground. All light vanishes from her eyes and the glow surrounding her grows dark. Avernum is dead. Leave it respectfully with her body. You now get a better look at the scene. Charred and battered bodies are everywhere, many of them trapped under the debris. The surfaces of this room are heavily scorched as if there was some big explosion here. Among all the rubble and carnage, you find a single bow that has survived. You recognize it. This was Klinger's bow. You hope for the best, but you doubt his fate was good. If you wanted, you could take his bow. Take the bow. You take Klinger's bow. It, too, is scorched, but somehow it survived. It's a versatile piece of equipment, and it's yours now. 1 to 6 damage, plus 2 to sharpshooter. I mean, it's a relatively weak bow, but I guess you can take it. The rubble blocks passage to the rest of the complex. You seriously wonder how you're going to escape. You better look around. My gods! Two Nephilim make their way into the room using magical spells. The first is an old shaman. You believe his name is Olander. The second is much younger and, if memory serves, is named Nablar. They survey the carnage in disbelief. Olander especially is shocked. A tear comes to his eye and he shakes his head. Why, Klinger? Why did you make me be responsible? You approach the old shaman. He explains. Klinger sacrificed himself in an attempt to destroy Arvan and her captains. He succeeded, I see. You ask him about how this carnage came about. He looks very guilty. I didn't want to do it. He made me make him a potion, an explosive potion using the shards of an old beam projector. It worked all too well. He gave his life so that there could be peace in this forest. I can only hope this madness has ended forever. You tell him about your adventures at the mine. I hope that spirit leaves and haunts no one ever again. The There is a passage to the south. It will take you to a place near the shore. You may use it to leave when you wish. So pointless. Olander looks very worn and tired. You can tell the carnage has hit him especially hard, and that he places much of the blame upon himself. He consistently shakes his head in disgust. I'm sorry about Klinger's loss. Your sympathy clearly is not helping. There is nothing for you to be sorry about. Klinger made a choice. Now we must do the best we can with it. What do you intend to do now? Vikida is in disarray upon the killing of its leader. The survivors of the resistance feel that we must return the order to the tribe. Hopefully rational policies can be implemented such that Vikida does not turn into another Asmore. It will take many years to rebuild, and the damage can never truly be repaired. Lives lost can never be restored. However, we must do what we can. It's all we can do. He pauses and looks at you directly with his tired eyes. This will be the task for the young, like Nablar. I'm getting too old for all this. Much too old. Do you think you have the leadership capable of this? Most of the members of the resistance are fairly young and very capable. Although our numbers are even fewer now, we should have enough. Suvar has left this forest in capable hands, I think. He looks over at Nablar and smiles weakly. Nablar understands the dynamics of Vikida better than any of us. I suspect he will have a bright future in its leadership. What will you do now, if not help rebuild? He ponders for some time. I don't know. All I know is that the revolution in Asmor, my exile, and then fighting Aravan by helping found the resistance, is enough for my life. I'm sure I'll think of something eventually. Olander looks... okay. Do you think we will have another purification movement? I hope not. It sounds like the perfect spirit you discovered was the source of these thoughts. I hope now, with its freedom, that it will haunt this forest no longer. However, only time will tell for sure. At the very least, I pray to the gods that I will not have to deal with it in my lifetime. Do you have any idea what the perfect spirit was? He frowns. I do not know, as I was not there. From what you said, it must have been very powerful. It may have been created by the alien technology here, but I do not know. I suspect it will remain a mystery for some time, if not forever. Nablar remains silent in the carnage. His expression is very passive as he searches through the rubble and debris. What do you think the resistance will do now that Aravan is dead? We must rebuild my tribe, Vikida. Already there is much confusion and uncertainty, both there and among our ranks. Right now, Olander and I are the de facto leaders of the rebels. It will definitely be a readjustment. We will have to become the new order in this forest. I hope we will be an order of peace and tolerance, and not succumb to the dark path Aravan took. What challenges do you anticipate? There will be many, but we will be ready for them. First, we have to restore order. In doing this, many of Aravan's sympathizers will likely need to be either placated or destroyed. It will be a very messy affair, one fraught with much violence, I fear. However, that is the future, and we must prepare. Very well, then. A bronze longsword and a leather helmet. We don't really have any helmets, do we? This is an ancient lab with equipment much like what you saw in the Lost Mine. You suspect this is where Olander brewed the potion for Klinger. Okay, then. This passage will take you away to a place near the shore. From there you can continue your survey of Valzakov Isle. Are you ready to leave yet? Go down the passage. You head down the passage, and as promised, you find the shore. From here you continue your exploration. You find several mineral deposits and other geological features. You find yourself on a beach far from Vikida. The cost of the fight was high. Aravan, Klinger, Suvar, Valzir, and so many others are dead, sacrificed to an impossible idea of perfection. All of this was caused by a warped ancient spirit trapped by some ancient alien spirit snare. Its ideas poisoned the minds of the inhabitants of this forest and brought great suffering. You hope now that the spirit decides to leave. You eventually do more exploring, and after a few months, the ship arrives to take you home. A bladesman in the Imperial Navy disembarks and asks for a report. Anything interesting? We found Nephil. Isn't this island uninhabited? There's more. The tribes here practiced mass murder on each other. So, why should we care? That's not all. We discovered alien technology. Tell me more. We found many old bases. One had a device that trapped spirits here. All mages will be interested. Afraid it was destroyed. A specialist spirit was trapped. It radiated thoughts that caused the Nephils to commit genocide. We investigated and found the spirit. To save ourselves, we had to destroy the device. Oh, that's too bad. What happened to the spirit? It left this world, we hope. With the device gone, it could escape. Fortunately, there are other alien relics on this island. The Empire should explore. Indeed we will. The Empire is pleased with your report. I suspect you'll get a bonus. Nice work. Thank you. Come. We must be leaving. Also, what you saw on this isle is considered secret. Mention it to no one. Understood? Yes, sir. Good. Let's go. You board the ship and head home. You are given your fee of 500 coins, plus a bonus of 500 coins. Not a whole lot for what you went through, but in these times, anything you can get is good. As you sail into the sunset, you wonder what happened to the inhabitants of Valzikov and the alien technology there. You never hear. The Empire is far too secretive these days, and you never mention what you saw there. You hope the perfect spirit left this world forever. A part of you suspects that this world has not seen the last of its horrible effects. However, those are answers for another day. The end. And so ends A Perfect Forest. That was actually a very interesting story. Aside from my frustration with that final dungeon, that was actually pretty dang good. I very much liked it. Well done, in my opinion. Well done indeed. Unfortunately, it's the only scenario that this particular person happened to make. So, well, I mean, they made 3 others, but they were all in the Exile series, which I'm not playing. And I'm not going to be able to show them. So, unfortunately, I'm afraid... Apparently there were references to those in this scenario, but I don't know what they were. Because, again, I didn't play them, so I can't say very much. Oh, well. But... that's it for here. Next episode, we got another person who's made about 7 scenarios or so we've got a bit to go through. And 7 scenarios, this guy might not be that bad. But that'll be in the next episode. So until next time, I'm Chester44, that is Fox, Sheik, Bonnie, and Draco. This has been a Blades of Avernum Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.